Does your pet go to heaven when it dies? Man, that would be wishful thinking. To think that your beloved family pet finally passes, but at least one day in heaven, you'll enter those pearly gates and streets of gold, and there comes Charlie the dog. There comes Max the cat. There to greet you. That's what we want to believe. And it's funny because I think so many people don't really question it. Like, of course my pet is going to heaven, you know. Okay, maybe that's true. There's no way I could say it's not true. But what about the troubling implication of that? Okay, so which animals go to heaven again? The ones that were beloved pets? Okay, so what about the ones that were not beloved pets? What about like all of the animals that died in a shelter because no one loved them? So they get a free pass too? Okay, so all good pets go to heaven? What about this dog that attacked a child and then they had to be put down? Does it go to like animal hell, or like what happens to it? Okay, but more simply, I would ask this: what about all the animals that aren't pets, that are eaten for food? So do we differentiate? You get to heaven, okay, there's a parrot, there's a dog, there's a cat. What about, where's all the pigs? Well, we ate them. What about all the cows? Well, we ate them. Well, what about the people who have, I know someone who, I'm not making this up, I know someone who has a pet pig, okay? So does their pig go to heaven? But all the pigs that get eaten by everyone throughout the day, those pigs, do they go to hell? Or they just don't enter the afterlife? It's quite a messy concept. We want to believe that pets go to heaven. That would make us feel good because they're such a part of our life. But where do you draw the line? I guess we just really need to let all the animals go to heaven. So we're going to have heaven full of just a bunch of animals, and it'd be kind of awkward for all the animals that we ate. Like, oh yeah, I remember you from that quarter pounder that time back in 1996. I took a bite out of you after you got ground up. Well, hey, no hard feelings, right? Like, is that what? And by the way, personally, I've been in this situation as far as having a beloved pet. I had a cockatiel from the time I was in 3rd grade until the time I was like a year or two into college. And it talked. So it was especially like a human being, you know? And that was very troubling for me. When he died, I was like 20. It hit me hard, and I wanted to believe that I'm gonna see my pet in heaven while all the while still eating other birds. So the chickens don't get to go to heaven, but my bird does. So anyway, what are your thoughts on that? I totally get it that we want to believe our pets go to heaven. But ultimately, what about all the animals that we eat? Do they go to heaven? If we're going to believe that animals go to heaven, and this is not even based on a specific religion. I mean, I'm not making this seem like this is intertwined with necessarily Christianity. Just whatever you believe that all good people go to heaven, like Luke Bryan says. All right, so we all go to heaven, and then we look around, and then we look for our pet, and then like, well, what about all the pigs and cows and chickens? So do we eat them in heaven? Are we about to eat them now, or how's that work? Help me sort this out right here.